as well as preparing for employment. So mock interview, resume assistance, helping you with the job search. We also even have a professional clothing closet. So if you need professional clothing for an interview or for the job, please let us know. We can help you with all of that. And I'm going to drop a link for our website into the chat there. We also have some more events, including some more of these employer showcases coming out through the semester, and we publish all of those on our website, so keep an eye on that. We have a wonderful social media presence on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, so follow us in one of those places as well to keep up with all that we're doing, and we're happy to assist you with anything you might need while you're at TCC. So I want to introduce Arisa Young. She is the Workforce Staffing Team Lead for Amazon in Tulsa, and we are so excited that she's here to join us today. I am kind of, we were talking earlier, the silver lining of virtual life is that all 45 of us can jump on this call together despite the terrible, yucky, icy weather. So I'm really thankful to have Amazon be a part of one of these showcases and look forward to learning more about Amazon and opportunities. Arisa, I'll let you take it away.
Hi, yes again. Thank you, Laura. My name is Arisa Young. I'm part of the Tulsa staffing team as well. So glad you guys all are here and staying warm and cozy. Glad you can make it. And the ice didn't stop us from anything today. So we can go ahead and get started today. I'll go ahead and share my screen. And then just let me know. Am I good to go? Alrighty, so hi guys, once again, welcome to Amazon. A little bit of background about me. I've been with the company for almost 3 years in the summer. I actually started off as a seasonal warehouse associate in OKC. Since then, I was able to work hard with dedication, leadership, and earn 4 promotions within Amazon, and now I have a team of my own. That is workforce staffing, and we actually execute new hire events or office hours that we'll hopefully see you guys soon at after today. So a little overview about what we're going to do today. Of course, I did my little introduction, why work at Amazon. We're going to overview the hourly roles we have in the Tulsa area, the hiring process, and then ended with some Q&A, which is my favorite part. So have your questions ready. All right. So why work at Amazon? Amazon is a global company. Our mission is to become Earth's most customer-centric company. So who all here has ordered from Amazon or is a Prime member? A large chunk of us, right? So at Amazon, as much as we like you guys to buy from us, we would love for you guys to work with us too. If you haven't noticed, in the past couple of months, we'd actually launched a fulfillment center in Tulsa. So you probably noticed your shipping came down from 2-day shipping to 1-day shipping. So that's the reason why. So we're actually building more buildings overnight to get you guys your packages faster than ever. So who's got 1-day shipping? Anyone recently? No, you're just like, I just trust it and it's at my door someday. So whether you want to make extra money for the holiday season or start a career, Amazon offers opportunities for everyone, and they all vary. So in addition to offering industry-leading wages, Amazon offers a variety of benefits based on your role. So all of Amazonians, we started at a base pay at $15 an hour. We actually rolled this out back in 2018, which was a big step. Depending on the shift you choose, you may receive a shift differential, which allow you to make more money per hour. So we base our shift premiums over if you work over the weekend or overnight, because we know those are the sometimes least desirable or not as preferred. So why not pay you a little bit of extra money? In addition to the benefits, you'll discuss over your virtual new hire orientation as well. But even as a seasonal employee, you get benefits from the jump. You get employee assistance program. You get paid every Friday. Who doesn't like that? And then you get extra time opportunities, and you get time off options, and you even get 401k investments. Now, depending on your role, you get certain medical coverage, which they would cover over your new hire orientation, which is virtual. All right, so the growth at Amazon. Amazon understands that you may only want to work Amazon to earn extra money, maybe just during college or for just the holiday season, just to like load up on Christmas presents or an upcoming vacation. We totally understand that. We also understand that you may want to join the Amazon to begin your career. Amazon is a global company and the possibilities for growth are endless if that's your goal. Like I said, I started off as a seasonal warehouse associate. I had no clue like, oh, to grow within Amazon. I thought, oh, fresh out of college, I just need to pay some bills till I get my career, even though I couldn't figure out what my career was. Little did I know, I applied for a seasonal position with workforce staffing, and then it just rolled on for there. So there's definitely opportunity to promote and grow. I like the culture of Amazon, that if you demonstrate a positive work attitude, leadership skills, excellent job performance and productivity, quality, safety, and attendance, you can grow your career at Amazon. You don't always have to have background in it, which is great. Amazon is growing every day. We're actually expecting to launch 2 more buildings next year in the Tulsa area. So what that means is all the managers that are in our FCs or in our sites now, they're wanting to grow and promote too. So that means their spots are going to be open, which is why there's so many opportunities to promote and grow. It doesn't have to just be in operations. We definitely have lots of corporate jobs too, like with HR, marketing, and stuff like that. Once you apply internal, you have access to our internal job finder as well. So it's a definitely great company. I just like that if you're a hard worker, it gets recognized, and I just ends up being a long-term thing. All right, so Amazon wants everyone to be successful, even if that means your career is outside of Amazon. Amazon offers 3 programs that help you advance in your career as well. With Career Choice, Amazon will pay 95% of your tuition and fees upfront towards into earning a certificate or associate's degree. That's a big plus. With our career skills program, you're provided training and certification to provide additional technical skills to move forward into your advanced jobs. And the next one is the Associate to Tech program offered in fulfillment centers. It's a 90-day program for you to receive on-the-job training for IT support and technical roles. After you are with Amazon for a year, the opportunities grow. I'm actually helping my brother apply for a A2A program, which is a computer engineering program, and they're actually going to pay him and train him how to be a computer engineer and pay him to not work anymore, but then take the classes and focus on that. And then get him an internship, and it's up to him if he wants to stay with the company or not. That's what I love about Amazon. We just want everyone to grow and be successful. There's no ties to anything. They don't make you sign a contract that you have to work this to if we train you or anything like that. So there's definitely opportunity to grow, like I said, even if it's without Amazon. All right, so you're all in college, right? So Amazon School accommodations. So Amazon offers flexible part-time scheduling that allows students the opportunity to pick up shifts as you work for them. You're able to pick up your shifts week by week. You just have to work a minimum of shifts to keep your employment. It depends on the building. It could be 2 shifts per month or 3 shifts per month, just depends on the building. So this is perfect for you guys when you have your dead week or finals coming up. You know, you're like, okay, I can't work right now. I need to focus, make sure I pass my classes. So if you're proactive and make sure you hit the certain amount of shifts you need to work per month, you can do that. And that's also paid every Friday as well. Buildings that offer a flexible schedule is a Whole Foods, which we have one here. And our fulfillment center also offers a flexible schedule as well, which is pretty cool. I kind of wish I had that in college, just to pick up shifts as I go, especially because, you know, your schedules change every semester as well. And also with that, even with full-time and part-time, we're pretty accommodating to changing your schedule based on work, based on school as well. All right, so a little bit more culture about Amazon. Amazon has 12 affinity groups, which bring employees together across businesses and locations around the world. So these groups play an important role in the building internal networks for creating a community and reach out to communities where Amazonians live and work. So we have network-wide affinity groups like this, and then depending on the building, they have local chapters that support these affinity groups. It takes people like me, people like you to create chapters. So it's almost like school organizations, right? It's up to you to create, if you want to create a roller skating club, right? And community college or anything like that. So same kind of thing, they range. I'll go over a few of them. Some of them we have are BEN, so Black Empowerment Network. They're actually running the Black History Month for Amazon. They're having some pretty cool events. I think we even had some pretty big artists perform for our virtual bringing in Black History Month. We have Warriors at Amazon, which supports our military community. So people that are retired or active in the military, as well as military spouses and dependents, which is pretty cool. We have Glamazon, we have Amazon Women in Engineering, and we have a Body Positive Peers group. So when I first started, we didn't even have as many. So it's growing year by year for the affinity groups. So pretty cool thing that Amazon offers. Another big thing that's on everyone's radar is the safety at Amazon. So the health and safety for our employees and contractors around the world continues to be our top priority as we face challenges associated with COVID-19. So even though you guys are ordering packages, we're still working. Our warehouses practice social distancing, daily temperature checks, and are clean and disinfected every top of the hour. We also provide a PPE, proper protective equipment, mask, gloves, and are also provided for protection. Our procedures are reviewed daily and are modified as needed to ensure that we are doing everything to keep our team healthy. So when you walk into the FC, you actually do a temperature check body scan that takes 1 second to do. You don't even have to stop by. As soon as you walk in, there's masks to provide you guys and just keep you guys protected. Even at the FC, we have limited COVID testing that you can get tested during your work hours too. You can do it every week, as many as you want. There's no max to it to keep you guys safe. I can tell you I've become a pro to do COVID testing on myself. So it's pretty cool. And we even offer free offsite too. So let's talk about our fulfillment center. It's near the airport. It's pretty big. Our FC actually is 2.5 million square feet. It's 4 stories. Why it's so big? It's because half of it contains all of our inventory, all the things you guys order. That's where it starts. So it starts with you ordering your package, and then your product is actually moved on these things called Kiva bots. They're just almost like oversized Roombas, and they actually bring the product to our pickers, and that's where they grab, scan, and they slide them down a chute where someone else is packaging them and labeling them up to get them delivered to you to fill that 2-day promise to you guys. At our FC, they range in hours. So a majority of our shifts there are full-time schedules. Shift options include overnight days and usually at least 1 weekend day. The way it's set up, you can do Sunday through Wednesday, Wednesday through Saturday. A favorite one is donut. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So you have a break off in the middle, which makes a donut. And we even have part-time weekend shifts that are Saturday and Sunday. And then we have that flex schedule too. With full-time too, it's still paid every Friday. So that's also a plus. Our next one, we have DOK, which is also delivery station. So we call this the last mile. That's actually the last Amazonian touching your package to get it ready for delivery. So these are actually super small buildings, almost like a 16th of the FC. That's where we have associates sort them closer to routing, mail routing addresses. We actually load them on those smiling vans that you guys probably see every corner of Tulsa. Schedules at the delivery station are usually part-time only. They can go up to full-time, but with this one, it's usually an overnight or early morning shift. So just to give you guys more of a different range of shifts as well. Next one, actually our Whole Foods store. So you're, as a shopper, you'll be working at a Whole Foods market when the store is open. You'll be preparing and packing orders placed by customers. So you're pretty much getting paid to grocery shop. So these are all flex schedules. These shifts range from 4 to 5 hours. No, it's not a driving position. You stay in the Whole Foods store the whole time and just pick grocery orders. And then a flex driver will come by and pick up the order for you. So it's pretty flexible. And like I said, you pick up your shifts week by week. You're able to work up to 19 hours a week and work a minimum of 3 shifts a month to remain active as an employee, which is a good job to pick if you're just looking for a little bit of extra money. All right, so like I said, typical shift schedule. We offer both full-time and part-time opportunities. They range from morning, midday, late night, overnight. Most of our buildings are open 365 days a year. So when you guys are ordering packages on Christmas Day, you're probably gonna get them the next day. So guess what? We're still open. Our part-time shifts can be 3 to 4 days a week, 4 to 5 hours. Our full-time shifts can be from 8 to 12 hours a day. Next. All right, so what are Amazon jobs like? Our warehouses are clean and focus on safety first. The work, any of them, regardless if it's Whole Foods, our delivery station, or for FC, it's still a physical job. Even though we're working with Kiva bots, you're still standing on your feet for long periods of time, depending on your shift. It can range from 4 hours to 10 hours. You must be required to lift up to 49 pounds with or without reasonable accommodations. So people are probably thinking 49 pounds, I don't know, that sounds pretty heavy, but just think of a bag of dog food, right? Just think about the things you might have to carry. If you can order on Amazon, you might be able to have to carry it. So if that one customer wants to order a 150-pound dumbbell, then you'll have to lift it. But of course, we're going to show you guys how to properly lift and keep you guys safe. We actually have a whole safety team devoted just to that. And you might be able to learn and operate pit equipment, so power industrial trucks. I promise you, they're not going to throw you your first day on a forklift. It just depends if the building actually needs it. And then we're going to still train you the Amazon way, even if you have forklift background experience. And we have a relaxed dress code. So since you are guys being physical, we're pretty accommodating. So if you want to wear leggings, if you want to wear workout clothes, I always say if you want to wear a unicorn onesie to work, we don't mind. You can have rainbow colored hair. The only building that has a little bit more strict of a dress code is Whole Foods, just because we're dealing more with the public. So you can't wear a unicorn onesie to that, but you can wear jeans, just a t-shirt with limited logos, just because we're dealing with the public. But other than that, you can have rainbow hair. It doesn't matter. We are open to anything. All right, so the hiring process. So we try to make it a one-stop shop. A big part of our job process is online or virtual. So you would go and apply for your job. There's no interview, you just do an assessment. If you pass the assessment, we let you pick the shift that you want. So I always say be careful with the shift that you pick, because it will be your schedule. So if you want to work Sunday through Wednesday, then that'll be your set schedule. And then we'll get you scheduled for your new hire event or your office hours. That's where you'll see me or my team or anyone from workforce staffing. That's where you'll do a background check, take your badge photo, take a drug test. We'll complete your new hire work authorization, employment, your I-9 documents, and then hopefully the next time we see you is your first day of work, which we try to get you guys started within 2 weeks of that office hours. After that, we send you an email closer to your day one, which you'll do a virtual orientation and do some new employment forms, and then start your day at work. You'll have your badge ready and you'll be ready to go. So we're pretty fast, just like delivering packages. We're pretty fast with getting people started with work. All righty. So this is where you guys can apply. So does everyone have a cell phone? If you do, you guys can text Tulsa Now to 77088. It'll sign you up for job notifications. We hire week by week. Right now we're a little bit slow, but as business changes, so does hiring needs change. So these text notifications will let you know when we're hiring and give you guys first access to the jobs we have available. Like I said, we have Whole Foods, we have delivery station full-time. And then also you can apply on amazon.com/OKC hourly jobs. It'll take you to the Oklahoma job page and let you know what jobs we have available. And if you already have a profile existing, you can always go to amazon.force.com. So it's pretty easy. I would like to open it up for questions. Does anyone got any questions or anything?
I do. I'm Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi. So when you say flex schedule, I used to work for a company, and their flex schedule, they were only open Monday through Friday from 6:45 a to 5:30 p. Flex for them was you can work pretty much any hours during operating hours as long as you got 39 hours a week. So how is your flex?
So it's also based on Whole Foods being open. So I know the shifts can range from 6 a.m. to I think 10 or 9, 10 p.m. depending on the store. This is a part-time only schedule. So you can only work up to 19 hours in the week. To keep your employment though, you have to work a minimum of 3 shifts a month to keep your employment. So if you only want to work just that 3 every month, it's perfectly fine.
Okay, thanks.
We did have a question come in through the chat. It says, what does the compensation range from? I currently make pretty good money, but I would consider Amazon.
So in the Tulsa area, our compensation for just Tier 1 warehouse associates range from $15 an hour to $17.90. And then I'm also going to drop, if you're maybe interested in other positions besides Tier 1 associates, we also have amazon.com/careers, and that takes you to any higher up positions if you guys are kind of interested in that as well. Also with that, with applying with Amazon, I also recommend looking on LinkedIn as well. We have lots of recruiters on there.
So Urissa, my name is John, and I have a question on that because your basic qualifications, for example, the area manager in Tulsa says a completed bachelor's degree. Well, most of us are students here. Do you make exceptions to that with experience?
So to answer that question, if you start off as a Tier 1 associate, level 1, area managers are L4s. If you have been with Amazon for 2 years, you qualify to apply for an L4, which would be an area manager.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
I applied for a job with Amazon, and I went through the orientation and approval process, but I did not hear back from Amazon. I even went to the drug testing, and I got pretty far in the orientation process, and I didn't hear anything back from Amazon.
I'm sorry to hear that, Olivia. I'm going to drop my team's staffing email so we can look into your application and see what happened and then reach out to you and get you possibly started soon.
Well, it was about a year ago, 2 years ago, so it wasn't recent. I just didn't know why I didn't hear back from Amazon.
It could vary. We would have to look into your actual application and see what happened. But if it was a few years back, I would recommend to reapply. We definitely have more buildings in the Tulsa area. Did you apply in Tulsa?
Yes, I applied for Whole Foods.
Okay, so we have way more buildings now and way more options. So hopefully we can get you started and see what went on with that first application too. So I went ahead and dropped our email alias in there too. So you can reach out to us, Olivia.
Thank you.
And it looks like we have another question in the chat. I have a friend that currently works for Amazon and he has been out of work for about 2 weeks. Do you know any reason why that would be?
Does he have it depends on his role. Is he like Whole Foods? Is he told to? I would recommend him to also email Tulsa staffing so we can also look into it since it's your friend's application.
You did mention that it's slow right now. Is it kind of like that in the year? It like slows down and picks up?
So when I mean slow, I mean it's slow for my team for hiring. That means all of our buildings right now are 100% employed. That still means that the warehouse associates are still working their shifts. So if you're a full-time employee, you're still going to get your full 40 hours. If you're part-time, you're still getting your set hours. The only time when the building is pretty full, we offer this thing called VTO, voluntary time off. So if we are like overstaffed, we give you guys the option to like, hey, who wants to leave, 3 hours early and stuff like that. And it's not held against you. But if you still have your set hours, you're still guaranteed pay and work. Thank you for that clarification, because that part was like, wait, am I going to get laid off or?
Could you repeat the web address for the application process? I missed that. I too applied about a year ago for a delivery job and went to the orientation. I didn't hear anything back from them either.
Yes, I'm dropping it in the chat now along as with the text code. Right now, the openings are, like I said, they're week by week. So right now we aren't currently hiring, but that changes as the business changes. So I would recommend just checking every Friday, and those text codes are going to come in handy. Right now, if you do look on the Oklahoma job page right now, you're not going to see anything just because we aren't hiring, but we will be hired in the future. And then the next question, oh, the base pay is $15 an hour. Does Amazon accommodate people with a medical marijuana license? Yes, we do. We do accommodate. We won't need it at the office hours, but our third-party drug test company will reach out to you guys. So of course, they're going to fill it, but it's up to you guys to provide your prescription. And then we'll pass the drug test. I will say sometimes with the medical marijuana, sometimes it does push back your start date a little bit, but we will get you started as long as you pass.
It looks like we had another one that says, I missed the first few minutes of the meeting. I have very limited times that I can work, only about 3 days a week, and I'm looking for about 18 hours. If I apply, will this be a hindrance, or can I get a position that fits my schedule?
Yes, so we were kind of talking about the flex schedule, which we offer at the Whole Foods store and at Toll 2. When you guys are applying, it will say full-time warehouse associate or flex or part-time. Just make sure you apply pertaining on what you need specifically. So for the 18 hours, we do have shifts that are 3 12-hour shifts. That's a little bit over, but we do have that flex where you can pick up 3 shifts a week just to accommodate your busy schedule. But no, it does not hinder your opportunity.
I think that's one of the biggest benefits about these positions, and thank you, Arissa, for being here, is just the flexibility. If you already have a job or you're taking care of kids and in school, all of us with those kind of challenging schedules, it's nice to have that option. And I think I missed another question. I'm on the website looking for the job opening, and out of all the states, Oklahoma isn't on there.
Yes. So like I've mentioned, we're not hiring. So if we're not hiring, we're not going to post a job just to not give out false hope. And also we don't want to crash the website. So the job posting itself, once we're hiring, it'll pop back up. I promise you guys aren't going crazy, but when we are hiring, you will see the Tulsa and then the opportunities. So just be patient. Right now we aren't hiring, but like I said, it changes week by week. Just keep checking. Like I said, sign up for those text notifications as well, because we will give those a blast before we open it up.
Will you consider hiring people that already have like a master's degree?
Yeah, we consider everyone from every different background. For you, that would help you more. So once you become a Amazon employee, you have access to all of our internal job positions, even corporate positions as well, and you'll be able to apply for those. That'll just give you a better step up of getting any higher up positions.
Is there anything in corporate in this area, or would you have to move?
At the moment, no, it just depends on what your degree is in. I can also drop, excuse me, I think I did where the Amazon careers is, and then you can pertain it with Oklahoma. I know we have a few like marketing manager and stuff like that. It just varies. But some of them are virtual, like Oklahoma locations as well. So no, you don't have to move. Oklahoma is constantly growing. Like I mentioned, we're going to be launching 2 more buildings in Tulsa and over 10 within Oklahoma. So that means more opportunity for higher up positions.
And I will follow up in an email with all of you all with the links to the Oklahoma jobs page that Arissa put in the chat too. And on that page, it also tells you how to sign up for those text alerts, which might be a really good idea, because then you're not just having to check the website every time.
Yeah, I'll let Laura know when I'll give you guys, try to get you guys first dibs, and I'll drop all the links for other positions. We don't hire specifically for delivery drivers. If you want any virtual jobs, there's a separate link for that. So I'll give all of that to Laura and then get you guys set.
Perfect. We just had that question pop up about virtual jobs. Would you recommend for us to apply now, being you're not hiring as of now? How long would the application stay on file?
So what I would recommend, go ahead and create your account. You don't have to add your resume. It is a plus, but you'll still take an assessment regardless of what job you apply. But we do keep your application on file for 3 to 6 months.
Great. Somebody said, I texted Tulsa now and entered the code, but it says number invalid.
Let me go ahead and test it. So Tulsa now to 77088.
I got a message.
Let me put in the number in here and let's try it again.
I got signed up.
You did? Okay. 77088, right?
Yes. Did you get it, Daisy? I think that's the, okay, perfect.
Great. You mentioned that sometimes medical is available and sometimes not. I would assume if you were full-time, it would be available. Are all jobs part-time or are some full-time?
So some are full-time and some are part-time. So it depends on your role. When you guys apply, you will become a seasonal employee. So just like most companies, you start off temporary, doesn't mean anything. You'll get the opportunity to convert and apply for permanent, also known as Blue Badge. With part-time, even as a Blue Badge, you'll get dental and vision, but for full-time, you get dental, vision, and medical coverage. With part-time, you can purchase medical coverage as well. So it just ranges on your role. It just depends on the building.
Great questions.
Quick question. I'm just wondering, do you offer any internships for software developers?
Would software developers be kind of similar to the software engineers?
Yeah.
Yes. So once you apply, you'll get opportunity, but I'm actually helping my brother with this. He's applying for an internship where they'll pay you to kind of be on leave for Amazon and train you up to a year to get that experience and then try to get you a job within Amazon. And then they pay you a certain stipend too, like for living too, because of course you're not working. So we have various internships, especially with our Amazon Web Services too. We even have cloud services to help you guys get within Amazon, or even if it's not with Amazon, we'll help you just better your career regardless of the company.
Okay, so I'm just wondering, is there a link with all this information so I can find it?
Yes, I'm going to get with Laura and drop all this information for you guys.
Okay, and do you need what degree qualifications are there for this internship?
So for this specific internship, I'll send this, but there's actually not that many. Basic qualification, you just have to be an Amazon employee for a year, and then you have to take this type of assessment, but your background will help better your chances of getting into this internship. So it's kind of open to all of the Amazon general, but since you have that background, it could help you.
Okay then. Okay, and so like if you have a bachelor's in a somewhat related field but not quite related, it would still count.
Yeah, any type of education for any position, guys, will help better your chances of getting any jobs with Amazon or any careers as well. So I know someone asked about the master's degree. So if you were to have a bachelor's or master's and be a level 1, since you already have that master's, you would qualify to apply for positions like a level 3 or level 4 because the minimum are bachelor's. So you would qualify for that and skip that 2-year waiting period that some people may have to wait.
Okay, and when do these internships start?
So they range every quarter, so it just depends. I know they're constantly going.
And they're here in Tulsa, or are they somewhere else?
So some of them are in Seattle. Some of them are virtual too.
Mm-hmm. So like if they were in Seattle, do you fly us to Seattle, or would I just have to do
with this? Yeah, so I'll send more info on it so you can look on it. But with this specific one, it would pay you to live in Seattle and take the classes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let me know then. This is just a lot of info, so. But thanks.
You're welcome.
Great questions. Anybody else have other questions that maybe haven't been answered? You can drop that in the chat or feel free to unmute yourself and ask. Okay, we just had one come in. Does Amazon have call center positions?
We do have some call center positions that are virtual. My team only hires for the tier 1, but I will drop that link to Laura to send to you guys. So we have call center, we have corporate jobs, we have driver positions. We got them all.
I think I saw Alex raise their hand. If you had a question, you can go ahead. Maybe not. Who should we contact for future questions?
So I'll drop it in chat again. We are located at that Tulsa FC as well, my team is, but you can always email tulsastaffing@amazon.com and we can help you guys with all your questions.
And again, I will, if you miss it from grabbing it out of the chat, I will email you all this information too. I have everybody's email when you registered for the event, so we'll send that out. Looks like, where can I send my email link for the internship information?
So I'll drop the link for any opportunities for internship, but I would recommend anyone to, if you haven't already, create a LinkedIn profile and start looking on there as well. We have recruiters dedicated just to look on LinkedIn, look for people like you guys that have these type of backgrounds and experience, and then try to put you in the best possible position for your background.
And if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, you can come to Career Services and we can help you get one and guide you through that process. It's way different than any other social media you might be using, just in the way it's kind of structured and what you want to share there, and look, put your best possible foot forward to employers. So we're happy to help you all do that. And we're in virtual appointments too, so we can meet with you and help you get that established. Does Amazon, oh, I'm so sorry. What positions are found in warehouses?
So it ranges on the type of schedule you choose, but in the FC, we have packers, we have pickers, we have people in ICQA, which is counting inventory. We have people that are just loading, unloading boxes and stuff like that. Within the FC, almost like a community. So you have HR working alongside with you guys. You have safety, you have IT that works there as well. So my biggest recommendation is starting getting your foot in the door and then seeing all the other opportunities as well. You'd be surprised how many positions are out there that are related to you guys' background, like chemistry or physics or biology and stuff like that. We even have a whole team right now dedicated to the COVID testing and the safety on that. So it's pretty cool.
Anybody have any other questions? No. It's hard to read the Zoom room, right? Okay. Arissa, anything else you'd like to share?
No, like I said, I'll give all this info to Laura, but you guys have been super great. I'm so happy for all these questions. I think the more questions, that means you guys are interested. Sign up for those text codes. So hopefully I'll see you guys soon at our work work office hours or anything like that. And I'll keep in contact with you guys to let you guys know, or any other positions. I'm going to drop them on the page as well, the employee page.
Thank you, Arissa, so much. We loved hearing more about Amazon and the opportunities, all of the opportunities available there. I will follow up again with everybody via email with all of the links that were shared in the chat. So watch for that. That'll come from me. And I'll also drop our career services email in there too, so you know how to get in contact with us to help you with your LinkedIn profile, resume, any other career related guidance that you might need. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here today. Thank you, Arissa. Please check our webpage for more showcases. We have more coming up, and stay warm and safe out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Arissa.
guys.
Thank you, Laura.
Thanks.